So there's a fascinating insight on this week's portion with the magicians who say to Paro, Es Balakimu, this is the finger of God. After which plague did they say this is the finger of God? When did they finally concede? When? Kinim, lice, very good. Not after the dam, not after the blood, not after frogs, but lice. So why? What's going on over here? Why do they finally wake up? After the lice. And the fascinating is that is like this. We know that the wicked, it says in Gemara Gittin, Titus burned the temple, our temple in Jerusalem, and he cursed God. And when returning to his city, there was a huge storm, huge waves, and his boat, and he with chutzpah, he declares to God, the power of the Jewish God is only where? Is only within the limits of water. Throughout history, he's used water, he says to God, as a way of punishment. If he's really so mighty and powerful, let him meet me on dry land, and we'll see who really is victorious. A voice comes from God and says, "What? Wicked one, the son of the wicked one. I have a tiny, tiny creature, a gnat, a mosquito, which will come from dry land, not the water, but from dry land, and we'll see who's stronger." And of course, as he arrogantly comes on dry land, a yatush, a mosquito enters his brain, eats through his brain, and until he dies. So the first two plagues that struck Egypt were blood and frogs, were originated from where? From the water. From the water. So the magicians comforted Paro. They were menachem him, and they said, "You know what? Don't worry. It looks like that God is only powerful when it comes to the water. His strength is with water." So God responds with the plague of kinim lice, a tiny, tiny, minute creature, a mosquito, which comes from the earth. And when they saw this, the magicians had to concede. They had to admit that this is the finger of God, Es Balokimhu, that He is so powerful. So indeed, may God bless us, and we should always see the Es Balokim, that this is the finger of God in our life, in a happy way, for healthy things. Betov hanir v'anigle. Amen. Shabbos.